Hi, this is Jens from Basketball Momentum, and I'd like to introduce you to some post-up analytics, which I think are overlooked in the whole post-up discussion. Have fun with the video.
Let's take a look at the 4 dimensions of post-up analytics. We start out with the skill versus power theorem. Then we look at possessions versus plays. Third point, post-up passing. And the last one is playoff mismatch. We want to focus on the post-up jump shot. That's 0.88 points per possessions. And why is that shot a difficult shot? We see Nowitzki here and we see MJ. It's mostly with the back to the basket. There's a rotation to shoot. It's guarded. It can be fading away. And there's plenty of contact of the defender. Here we see MJ where he turns to the right shoulder, but he was able to do it on the right and on the left. And that's Kobe shaking. That's also a difficult shot. Tim Duncan with the bank shot. Spin move into a bank shot. So this is a high degree of difficulty. Now let's take a look at the post-up in the paint. This is 0.99 points per possession, and we see here Shaq working in the paint and using his power to receive easy points. And if we now take a look at Giannis, it's the same principle. If he goes to the paint, he's a force of nature. Early post up, gets fouled, makes the and one. Similar principle, early duck in, and here he gets the putback after the spin move. And while he is able to make this kind of shot, the skill shot, it's still difficult for him to make this on a consistent basis. Fadeaway or flamingo shot like Dirk Nowitzki, this doesn't come from one day to the other. So the power game has its advantages. You are around the basket, you can get free throws, and there's the charge circle which helps you power your way through. Let's take a look at Nikola Jokic and his one-on-one including putbacks. Sometimes when Jokic goes one-on-one, he cannot finish on the first try, but he will just get the rebound like in this sequence and put it back up in. He will power his way to the basket, try to convert, and if he doesn't convert, he will get the tip back. Last year he was very successful. This year he's not perfectly in shape, but still that's a good play. And that should count as a post-up play, although they count it as an offensive rebound. Here's the mismatch. Jokic goes inside, powers his way through, gets the offensive rebound, gets the putback, and gets the and one. In this sequence, it's Jokic drawing the double team or the late help, and Millsap is able to convert the putback. So it does not always have to be the putback of the guy making the post-up. And here we go with Joel Embiid, and Philadelphia has a big offensive rebound rate after the Embiid post-up. That might be because of Embiid posting up and then getting his own miss. In this case he goes for the free throw line. Or just putting it back up. Or similar situation like we had, post up, put back. But that could also be teammates crashing the board, especially Ben Simmons is very strong at this. Last year Philadelphia sent a lot of guys to the offensive rebound. This year they don't send so many guys. But look at this, from the top of key, coming, flying in, that's very tough to guard. Especially if the defense has to focus on Embiid as a one-on-one player. Butler gets the rebound, gets the putback. And if you take a look at these sequences, you can see that Embiid is gaining advantage for his team and the other players can use it and go for the offensive rebound. Some teams, like the San Antonio Spurs, they don't even go for offensive rebounding. So this is huge team concepts. Here's Aldridge. He takes the jumper, the skill game, but everybody gets back. Same sequence here. Aldridge, one-on-one. The players recognize, okay, it's a one-on-one. We will get back and secure a transition. So in this case, the post-up is a post-up to not get transition points and to bring back the half-court defense. Overall, the average NBA post-up play is 1.05 points per possession, but there are big differences in team strategies. Let's take a look at post-up passing. Draymond Green is a great playmaker, but he's a great playmaker also from the post. He's able to direct his teammates and tell them where to go and where to screen. Holding the ball in the post is some kind of deep penetration, but he holds the ball. Take a look at Draymond and take a look at Livingston and Klay Thompson. Pass, ball goes inside, split, easy points, cut points. Especially the connection between Green and Steph Curry is lethal. Take a look at Curry. Screening, getting easy points. That's the points you want, layup points and open threes. Here's Klay, and it's always post up Draymond, kick out or pass to the cutter. Now that one goes quick. Take a look at Curry. Defense goes under, Draymond with the kick out, 3 points. And now compare Jokic versus Harden, post up versus isolation. In isolation, Harden is much better, but if you include putbacks, actually Jokic is 1.17 points per possession or per play, and Harden is 1.16 points per possession. That's because the offensive rebound rate in the last year was super high with 39.1%. And the overall offense, including passes and including putbacks, you have Jokic with the 1.17 points per possession and Harden with 1.15 points per possession. So the post-up can be a good play if it's for the right guys. And why can the post-up be a good possession? Because the average NBA post-up pass-out efficiency is 1.14 points per possession, which is way above the average. Which leads me to my last point, the playoff mismatch. In the playoff series versus Brooklyn, Embiid was a beast. On 27 possessions, he had 1.4 points per possession, with him either creating something off the bounce in one-on-one or passing the ball out. And then against Toronto, he could not create this kind of advantage. It was only 0.69 points per possession on 37 possessions. And also, Philadelphia had a drop-off by 15% in the wide open threes. So in the playoffs, it's much tougher to gain advantage, and sometimes you have to take the mismatch that you are given. Let's sum it up. There's the skill game and there's the power game. It's much tougher to be a great skill player, but there's always room for a power game. The average post-up play is 1.05 points per play, because you have to calculate in the offensive rebounds. The post-up passing is always a good thing to do. Average NBA post-up pass-out efficiency 1.14 points per possession. And then you have to factor in that it's much tougher to gain advantage in the playoffs. And if you have the post-up mismatch, it's always something where you can go to and create something out of the post-up. And those were the 4 dimensions of post-up analytics. Thanks for watching.